Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mimi from Peace on the Streets radio show on WOKB 1680 AM, the RB Quiet Storm. Tune in, guys, every Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We're a Peace on the Streets radio show. Don't forget, subscribe, like this video, and plenty more to come. We're live right now, guys. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
These guys are local right here in Orlando, and as you know, we release highlights and great work that we see in the community as what your craft is and what you guys are doing. And I met them through someone that was referred by someone in our production team that thought you guys are doing great work in itself, which you are, because we checked it out.
Appreciate it.
And we like what you guys are doing. And I actually know that you guys are all actually independent yourselves, and you've collaborated together.
Yes.
Which is not consists of a movement. You know that, right?
Yeah.
That's what Peace on the Streets is. So congratulations. You guys are doing so well on your own. That's a great big deal. And then to get together to find like-minded individuals is extremely hard, especially in this field. We are in broadcasting and media productions, and that's a really hard atmosphere at times. Working together, especially as a woman.
Oh, yes.
It's even harder. But to find like-minded individuals just about their craft itself, knows what their strengths are, and to get together, you could take over the world. And that's what we do. Peace on the Streets, bring it all out. So pleasure to meet you guys as well. And please tell me your name and tell others, like, your platform. What do you like to do? What built you to where you are right now? Don't be shy.
The backstory. I got you.
Give it up. Yes.
Let's do this.
So my name is Tristan Mayo. I've been doing videography for about 3 years now. My personal brand is called Ambitions Voice Productions. Founded a team, a digital marketing company called Stardust 9 Media. It's about 9 of us now.
Wow.
Yeah. And as far as my background, I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska. Yeah, crazy. I moved here a couple years ago, basically trying to pursue marketing, but got in more into video, and then noticed that I needed to, build a team around me. So
Wow.
that led to this.
So you're self-made?
Self-made, self-taught.
Wow.
Yes.
That's incredible. What made you think about building a team? Because that's hard work in itself. How did you find these guys in the first place?
So great question. So when I did video work, a lot of my clients, at the end of the day, they need more than just video. So I saw the opportunity and you know what, I need to, expand. That way, I could sell myself more and actually, make partnerships a little bit better. Just because I know at the end of the day, the videos is going to, help their company, but it's not going to really enhance their company to, prolong.
So you were willing to, open-minded to expand yourself,
yes.
Which got you to where you are. So that's interesting. So you followed through. Where did it take you now?
So, knowing that Miss Ashley here, she does social media, I wanted to, it started off, partnering with her and talking to her about, knowing that our talents, they coexist with each other. So
how did you find her though? This is where I was like, where are these guys at?
We met at an event.
Networking event?
Yeah, it was actually an event that I had put on with a former friend, Jasmine of J. Michelle. And we threw on a creative network event, and he actually hit me up on Instagram. And I was like, oh yeah, come through. It's a free event. It's other creatives in Orlando. Let's do this. And then I told him, just come through. And then since that day, we've always partnered on other events. And if I have work or someone needs video, he's always my go-to. So it just kind of made sense. When he brought this opportunity, it was just what, let's...
So now we have to speak who you are, young lady. Say your name and say your craft, because the reason why she's saying this, because this is what your profession is what you're doing. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I actually went to school. I graduated from UCF in advertising and public relations, so I kind of kept into my realm.
Great school,
but
great job.
Yeah, love UCF. So I kind of got into the agency life, and then I worked for Orlando Magic for a couple seasons.
Magic!
So I kind of got a lot of connections through there, but I knew I always wanted to be involved in the community and do my own thing too, but I was also very fearful of doing it by myself. And I was, working with another team as well, and then I was like, you know what, it's time for Ashley to do her and kind of take the realm. And I was like, okay, Tristan's doing this, Pete's doing this, he knows people, I know people, why not come together? And I just told myself,
Smart.
I didn't, I no longer wanted to work for someone else, which is why I do like a lot of contracting jobs. So like this year, last year and this year was like the first time I like, all right, I'm done working for anybody. So now I strictly do Stardust. I strictly do my own.
So you took a leap of faith.
Yeah, a huge leap of faith. So
well, you have a strong background.
Yeah.
She's got a strong background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I already know. That's why she's on my team.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
you have a great resume.
Thank you.
To bring that up, and I hope the Magic is watching right now. Hey, the Magic!
Shout out to them.
Yeah, we just saw the dunk contest yesterday, by the way. Howard,
Oh,
we're watching Howard.
Let's not talk about
We're
that.
watching you.
Yeah.
Even though I still think Shaq is the original Superman,
True.
but I still give it to you. All right.
I ain't gonna even say.
Yeah, let's not talk
We're
about
gonna have
that.
like the sports team with this. Every time I see the cape, I'm like, yeah. So that's amazing. And how is it going for you right now, though, that you took that leap of faith?
I can't lie, there's stressful days because, you know, like you're working for yourself, so you have to make sure you constantly have to put yourself out there.
Yes, constantly.
So it's like, you know, not everything is always a yes. You can't take those no's super personal. So I've really learned that.
Absolutely. Right.
And kind of just like being faithful. Like I have a good family who has my back too. That's where I get my work ethic. Everything's from my mother. And like, it's just kind of works like that. So I have my days, but I can't complain. I can't see myself going back. Because I did it, and I felt like I succeeded, and now it's off to like what Ashley has next.
So you want more?
Yeah,
a lot
for
more.
Sure.
Yeah,
this is
great.
Just like the pinpoint.
See, that's it. A lot of people are afraid to take that, like you said, take that leap of faith to move forward. Basically, if you feel like it's a standstill, then it's time to move on. It's great to develop. You have to. You got to develop, create materials. You got to work for free. Yes, we all do.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. But when you gain that strength, you move on to more. There's nothing wrong with more. You're supposed to want more. You're supposed to get more for yourself. That's amazing. And you guys, like I said, they look like they're in a magazine. You guys look amazing.
Thank you.
Take a picture there. And please express yourself, your name, and what got you here.
My name is Peter Pinion. I come from a financial background, actually.
Wow.
So throughout these past couple of years, I've worked a lot of face-to-face in terms of finance. So I do financial planning as my day-to-day.
Wow. Numbers.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not even about the numbers. It's about the impact that I'm actually doing to the community.
So tell me about it.
So the things that I do right now, I do financial planning, and it means a lot of different things for a lot of different people.
Okay.
But essentially what I focus on is protecting your money, optimizing that, and growing it accordingly in the most efficient way possible. So obviously when people think about financial advisors or financial planning, they're like, oh, it's all about the numbers, stock exchange.
That's it.
But
That's
there's more than that. I mean, we can talk about probably 26 different subjects when it comes to financial planning.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. So there's a lot of different ways I can help people, help businesses. That's my main focus, really. And that's kind of how we kind of found each other. So while I was in New York working for a firm up there, JP Morgan, I had started looking at other ways to make money. So I got into drop shipping. I think Mel, who's behind the camera, him and I talked about it a little bit. Failed horribly at it. It was probably, it was a great experience though, because I realized there's a lot of variables to it that you can't control, which that's why I got away from it. As you probably know right now with the coronavirus, that's affecting a lot of the drop shippers right now because that's where they get their product from.
Wow.
So imagine that, just having like this clientele and then not being able to service them or provide the product that you've been promising to them. So those are the things that I just kind of thought about, and I was like, man, what can I do that actually brings value? And so I started looking into Facebook ads, Google ads, and I trained myself. I learned as much as possible, went to different workshops, seminars, watched a ton of videos, invested in courses. And when I moved back to Orlando this past June, I took some time off to kind of reevaluate what I wanted to do after stepping away from JP Morgan, from that 9 to 5. And I've always had the entrepreneur mentality just because of my family. My parents, they're from Dominican Republic, so I'm a first generation American.
Hey.
Awesome.
They've started companies from nothing, and
Wow.
And a lot of the reason why I do financial planning is because of them. They failed to plan, so it affected us, pretty significantly during those times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was something that it's close to home for me now, and I try to tell that story as much as possible so that people can see that I'm really genuine about, you know, helping. It's not about the money, you know, that comes, but
for sure.
But I feel like value over the money is definitely what
absolutely.
I'm about.
And not to mention you install a seed in them, they'll learn how to take care of themselves and move on in a different caliber. And that's what we all need. And you know, I'm glad you said this. You guys are very wise. I'm very happy to hear all this. I think we need to teach a lot of this in our school systems, and especially in high school. And I'm trying to see what I can do. I mean, I'm only one person. I don't have that connections like that, but I've worked with other actually TV hosts that have been put into schools where they've been on a high school tour. And they worked with more of speaking about peer pressure or what society has with social media and stuff of that nature, with a lot of kids that were going through depression, suicide rates were high. They brought us in, they brought me in to speak to the students about just my journey itself, you know, to help encourage. I think that's necessary, as well as this, to install business and social media, the do's and don'ts, how to grow, make it positive for you. It's a tool for you to grow what your craft can be, not just not using it so loosely. You know what I mean? As young people, if we could have this in our school system, and I hope they're watching, because we got down south already. We got in school systems. So shout out to Mr. Ramsey and the Mara. It was an amazing experience. I cried. I cried after that. The impact that you can to build for these kids to grow they're just eager and so hungry for it. That needs to be taught in school. That's not. When we were in school, it's still now, they don't teach about finances at all.
Yeah. Can I just emphasize something? I wish they would. I love to go I wish I could go back and tell myself like certain things I know now. I'm like that's crazy about finances.
That's over here.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be the ones telling these guys this. So, but it's the social media is taking over on us, and we have to be the physical and tell them use this tool. You know what I mean, for that. I hope they're watching, because I would love to bring you guys in, you know, speak to the kids about that. Because, you know, we could teach them by the 18, they get a credit card. They don't even know what it means. They get a credit card within a few months, they lose it. They don't know why. They don't even understand the interest rate. Yeah. And the thing is, what you guys are doing is so strong. You're building, you got your network, and you're building that, and you're speaking. You're not afraid to. You're open-minded. You're getting in with people. And that's everything when I tell these guys, you know, make sure you respect others, because they can be right there. The one's right there that's helping you. And you disrespected that person. You know, network is everything. Communication is everything. Knowing where you stand, your values is everything, especially as a woman. It's possible you can get there. You just got to know you stand your ground and know that worth is everything. Because when you are looked at that, everybody's going to want to work with you. Right? You guys collaborated because of that energy and the skills. So what's your mission, guys?
The mission is to definitely continue to grow individually and also as a team. So there's really like no ceiling that we're putting on as far as Stardust grows. So it's definitely, you know, the same thing, just continue to connect, network, and it's really growth at the end of the day.
What do you want to do Like, what is your vision? Meaning, where do you think you want to take this? You have 9 already. That wasn't part of the plan, I'm sure. That kid, that's amazing.
It came out of nowhere. Well, my personal vision, I can speak for myself on this. My personal vision is to take Stardust as to use it as a funnel. So basically use it as the fact that we all are connected, you know, to different people. It doesn't mean that, you know, we can have different things come out of Stardust. So for example, I'm trying to start a nonprofit through Title Boxing. I want to be able to, you know, always have Stardust to be connected to that by capturing the how the event goes, marketing the event. So literally taking it as a funnel and just making branches off.
Title Boxing?
Yes.
Hey, shout out to Chief Cumberbatch, man. I'm a Grandmaster Blue Belt from mixed martial arts. So we work with Title. As I said, shout out to Chief. Chief has been on my show. My Chief has been on my show. And big shout out to them. Hey, you never know. Maybe connect within that nature, because he's looking for organizations that do that under that umbrella.
Awesome.
And in media, they need that. They so need that. I like your boots, but these are Doc Martens?
Yeah.
My girl! Just looked at the boots. So I love them. It's so
crazy.
Yeah. It was amazing. So please tell me your mission and what do you see? What's your vision?
I for sure see the growth in all of us. I'm connected, he's connected, and he's connected, and it's been great to just know like I could work with somebody or like a company and like I can refer Stardust and like to just build that connection. Like every time I have someone needs videos, someone needs anything in ads, and I don't know, that's not my specialty. I'm like, yo, I have a team for that. Like it feels good to say that, like,
and that's reliable and
reliable, and
you
like
already know.
I know like they're not gonna make me look bad. I wouldn't make them look bad, so it's kind of like it's a win-win for our company and then as well as theirs. And I would love to do, we're talking about like doing events with Stardust, so like to see that growth as well.
Let me know that because we do Peace on the Streets as an event. We had a grand opening here. Mm-hmm. It was like completely covered with people, which is our first, which is a blessing. But you guys know back there,
that's amazing.
So let me know, maybe we can collaborate on nature as well. I'm not afraid to collaborate. Peace on the Streets is always down. Just keep that in mind. Should we have this?
Already in my mind.
Yeah, already
the ideas.
Got something coming up about it.
And now within all of this, you need growth. With growth comes you. I'm saying like that's huge, and we have that on our team as well. So, what is your vision for yourself?
My vision for myself is to be able to impact not only those within my team, but the community. Just show that there is an example that you can do everything you set your mind to. People call me crazy because I'm doing the financial advising, and I'm also working on building this agency with these great group of people. But at the end of the day, I have a vision. I feel like there's no reason why I should put a ceiling on myself. If I have the time, I'm not married, I don't have kids right now, I'd rather do it now where I have the time, the ability, and prefer to do that than sit at a bar and have a couple of drinks and just have meaningless conversations.
So my man.
So
may I ask why they call you crazy? Well, first of all, may I ask your age? I'm sorry.
I will be 28 in April.
I'm surprised they're asking you that at that point. At that point, you kind of feel like you should go for your vision. Like you should go for it at that point. You're strong enough. Why do they think that as well as saying that now?
It's just, I think people put expectations and limitations on themselves.
Oh, wow.
So when they see somebody else doing more and not really hanging out with them as usual or as much, they kind of like, they question themselves, but at the same time, they're like, they have that envious, energy around them, like, hey.
Yeah. You're going to keep production quiet.
No, but it's all about awareness, At the end of the day, it took me a while to understand that.
Yes.
Same here.
Because I'm very loyal to my friends. If one person falls out of my life is because I had to do something really wrong, and I owned up to it. But at the same time, like they had to do me wrong.
I get it.
And it's a two-way street at the end of the day, right?
It's got to be. That's when you have to know your worth and stand up for it. But we all have been there. We all have been there, and a lot of us, independence is what we say because we're striving for ourselves. But when we collaborate, I'm telling you, we can take over the world because we're not strong in everything. It's just the truth. But when you find like-minded individuals, it's hard to. You think you don't know who they are or where they are because you won't. We all have been there. We all been laughed at. I've been laughed at. I've been laughed at. Oh, it's our journey. So we got here, and now everybody's like a part of you. It's like I appreciate that. But who my friends are at the end of the day is actually the people that helped developed with me because they're like-minded and they've been there. So that's what I say. If they're not the same vision as you, don't be afraid to leave them. Don't be afraid to walk away. They could still be your friend. They could be your. I say. If they're still there during your journey, they're your friend, and they've always been there. Yeah. So just because they're not right here doesn't mean, but that's where they're comfortable at. And not everybody wants to be outside or even posting or even talking. But if they're still with you on this journey, that's your people. But you got to surround yourself with like-minded because it's going to help you get stronger, guys. Yeah. It's going to help you develop. It's so fast where you didn't even see it coming. It's so real. Yeah. It's so that's a leap of faith, as we say, that you took.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had nothing to lose. So I don't blame you.
Yeah. You got to do it. Whenever I left Chase, I had that idea that I was gonna take over. I had no doubt in my heart that I was gonna, whatever was standing in front of me, that I was just gonna push through it. Because that's been me my whole entire life. So if I fail, then I get up again and keep going.
That's it. I like how you said that. You said something about I think society does put us in a box. I was raised in school where it was corporate, work, 9 to 5. And if you wasn't, you were a bum and stuff like that. So they do keep us in a box. They still do.
Yeah.
That's why we need to get in there. So we can let them know, like, you could be a visionary and a creator at so young and own your business, like, at 16, 17, 18. You never know, we could take you at 30 by then, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we have to let them know, like, they can create themselves, they can brand themselves, and you don't have to work. But you got to have some sort of living. But please, legit. Because that won't last long either.
Yeah.
But, you know, so we're not in a box. And we don't have to work 9 to 5. And we can't create, we can't develop, and we can't move. Even if we have to go by ourselves for a while. Because, look, you find each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, again, congratulations. How can we find your work? Give me your social media handles or website, all of that nature.
I'll just give my social media. So you can find me at Just Mayo on Instagram let me spell it.
No worries.
JUSTMAYOO. And then you'll find everything else in there.
When I hear just mayo, I think of mayonnaise. Like, obviously, I put mayo, mayonesa on everything. Who would have said mayo? I'm like,
Thinking about like the sandwich.
That's a side note. When you just like,
Hey, that's why you'll never forget my name.
that's what I did.
Some people don't agree with that.
I know.
That's
They're not down for the
I put mayonnaise on crackers or bread.
Ooh.
I think that's get on it. I'm hot. Got to be. It's gotta be.
Struggle time.
Right?
That's struggle. That's right. And please tell me again your social media platform, websites, anything you like to release.
You can follow me on Instagram and every other platform at Ashley. That's ASHLEYY, and then Lily LILLYY. And then you can find Stardust. It's at S9 Media. Our website is stardust9.com, so you can find us there. Check us out. And then that's me. You'll find all the other stuff I'm involved in on my profile.
Yes, great work, guys. I'm so impressed. But see, look what we got going on in Orlando. Give us a check out, please. Please check out Orlando, and as well as your social media handles, websites, anything you like to release.
Sure. You can find me under at Peter J Pena Pinion. And then you can find me throughout all my platforms under that handle. And yeah, that's where you can find everything else, everything about my life, what I do for work during the day, what I do outside of that. So look forward to connecting with you guys.
Hey, what's your favorite artist?
Oh, good question.
Out there,
Favorite artist?
Music artist?
Whatever artist comes to your mind. What's your favorite one?
Definitely a Drake fan.
Drake, dope. All right.
All right.
All right.
Does this give you a feeling of who they are by their?
Yeah, I just
Drake.
want to like throw something in there, you know. Get some people a little
That's
bit.
hard to narrow down.
Something
And that's hard to
about
narrow
y'all.
down.
Yeah, that's why
the
I
thing.
say because it could be anything. It could be like a painter or a
Ah,
fashion
got it.
designer or a
Got it.
filmmaker, anything.
Ooh,
Throw it out there.
Drake, Big Sean.
I'm a big Lauryn Hill fan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For sure, classic.
I'm gonna pick two. I love Travis Scott and what he does with his music and his growth over the past couple of years. And then on the other side of the spectrum, Daniel Arsham. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, but he does a lot of work with Kif, and he does a lot of contemporary art throughout the world. So yeah, that's one guy
Make
that
sure we tag these guys.
that
Tag
I
them.
follow. That I follow. Yeah, I follow him. I mean, I went to Europe last year. He had an exhibit in Amsterdam, and I was like, man, I gotta go to Amsterdam.
Oh, nice. You
Just
did?
because, yeah, I went to Amsterdam.
Nice. What
Just-
experience?
It was amazing. It was awesome.
I'm sure. Is it really free out there, like to smoke and all that? It's like that?
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
Nice.
Don't lose yourself in all that. That's all I gotta say.
Don't lose the plane ticket back, bro.
No, you lose your time real fast. You're like, where did the time go? Jeez.
Oh, it's like that. I would always like to go. So hey,
Dope.
it's gonna be hard to maintain that.
That's on the
But,
bucket
yeah.
list for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, that's cool. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. We gotta tag these guys. A great question because this is radio.
Can I have another person?
Please.
Yeah, there's one other person that I like. She's not like an artist, but she is in her own craft. I've looked up to her since like middle school. Karen Civil, like that's who. I don't know if you've heard of her. She started off.
I've heard.
Yeah,
She's
sounds
like-
familiar.
She's amazing to me. Like everything, how she built her platform
Nice.
to who she's worked with, like in music and everything, and to what she's doing now with like big brands like Louis Vuitton and everything. Like that doesn't really like look at black creatives like that, and she's kind of a black woman, Haitian, and she's just doing
Wow.
it, and that's just someone who I have always aspired.
We have to tag this lady, have her look at your work.
Oh my, I would
Yeah.
die. I would die. That's a goal
good question,
to work
yeah.
with her for sure.
That's amazing. So, Mayo, mayonesa.
Mayonesa.
We're about to tune that out.
About to put 'em on.
You said you wanted to say something, right?
Oh, so one of our clients that we have partnered with is the Tuskegee Airmen.
No, wow.
Yeah, so they actually have a chapter here that they're developing. So
No.
I'm putting on an event with Title Boxing, basically helping funding for the chapter. Sunday, February 20th, blah, 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 blah.
23rd.
Why is February so hard to say? February 23rd at 1 p.m. Title Boxing Winter Park.
Or you have to give us this information so we can flash this on
It's
our
a good
podcast.
workout too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are there tickets or something, like for a giveaway, or maybe?
Yeah, it's all on their
That?
website, cflc-tai.org.
There we go, guys. All right, good. Thank you for that shout out. That's important, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. A Peace on the Streets radio show, our podcast show. These amazing individuals. Don't forget, tune in. I can't wait to release this. Thank you guys for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Peace on the Streets, guys. Ciao.
What's going on? Again, this is Peter Pena. You can find me at Peter J Pena Pena, and learn more about Stardust 9 Media at stardust9.com or at S9 on all our social media platforms. Look forward to connecting with you guys.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Ashley. You can find me on social media at Ashley Y Lily LLY.
My name is Tristan Mayo. You can find me on Instagram at justmayo, JUSTMAYOO.
Hey guys, thank you for being with us. Peace on the Streets Radio Show. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Peace on the Streets Radio. Like, please subscribe. Ciao, guys. Yeah!
Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.